What's up? Welcome back to 59 Plus Size Beauty. It's me, Joyce, and we're gonna do a talk through look. Get ready with me today. I just applied my skincare, and we're gonna use the same products to achieve a different look. Now, we go through this all the time, so while I'm doing this makeup look, I want to talk about some of the things that I've seen in social media today. So earlier I went live on my other channel because I ran across a video with Marjorie Green. She's a congresswoman in the House, in the House of Representatives. I think she's from Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. And so, watching that video, I had a lot to say. Go over on my other channel to actually see my commentary on that. But then I had the displeasure. I went over to a content creator named Timothy Blaine. I'm sure those of you out of the beef sector know, they call him Uncle Tim. So he was talking about the video that just came out with Diddy stump kicking Cassie and her trying to get on the elevator in a hotel and escape what was going on. And it was triggering. It was triggering for me. And I wanted to talk about it while I'm doing my makeup because this is serious. You know, as I said on my other channel, the protection and safety of the Black woman in America is really non-existent overall. You may have some women that are protected by their husbands, their children, their fathers, but we're talking about overall. Now, I don't know if y'all saw the video or not. If you type in CNN Diddy Cassie, you will see that video. And by the time this recording goes up, it will probably be the end of May, because I have other videos that are actually coming out. But here's the thing. Keep working, Joyce. Keep working. Here's the thing. That man kicked that woman, if I remember right, twice. Threw a vase at her. So this is not a one-time incident, I'm sure. I mean, we know there's some other things that have happened with Diddy and Cassie, but the disdain for her life was just, it was dastardly. And then I saw people saying in Tim Blaine's chat, well, why didn't she leave? What if she couldn't leave? Doesn't it look like she was trying to escape at that point in time? That's what it looked like to me. But remember, they were in a relationship, and I'm sure any two times she tried to run away, she was stopped. Right? He was probably financially holding her hostage. We don't know, but it looks like the girl was trying to make an escape to me on that night. Other nights, they were together for years. And so instead of, and I'm not saying that the people were victim shaming in Tim Blaine's video, but what I'm saying is, it's like people ask questions that sometimes don't make sense. Not coming at those people. I'm just saying, I'm taking my brushes out my brush tree. I forgot to do that before I actually started this video, so sorry about that. But I don't think that woman just stayed there because she wanted to be abused. And I do believe she's, with the attempt of escaping that day, I just think that maybe there are a lot of reasons why women don't leave abusive relationships. And the number one reason is financial. So let's talk about that. What do you need to be doing to escape an abusive relationship? Whether it's physical, or it could be mental or emotional, because the scars actually last longer with mental and emotional abuse, right? So I think what the conversation should become now is, how do you prepare yourself? Especially if you're not the breadwinner. If there's children involved, that's another thing. A lot of times women don't want to take their children away from their fathers, right? I didn't say that was a good idea. I said maybe that's a reason. There are many reasons why people stay in abusive relationships, and I think the top one would be financial. I gotta be quiet, y'all. This is a very serious process, trying to get these brows to look like siblings. Not even twins, but look like siblings. But I also saw some people talking about men that are abused. It happens. And I'm never going to say, well, no man gets abused. No, there are men that get abused. Right? But this is such a triggering topic. And I mean, I've been in an abusive relationship. I want to say 2. And the first one, I escaped because, and I've told y'all this story, I'm not going to really get into it. But the second one, it took me a moment to actually escape. And I think now I'm to the point where I'm just good being alone, to be honest with you. I'm going to take some morphine. Hold on. Oh, there it is. No. now I feel like it's just better. Morphe setting spray, setting powder. Sorry. Now it's just I'm good with being alone, and I also heard Tim Blaine talk about being alone. I haven't been in a relationship in 2 years, and even though I may miss that person, there were some things that red flags that I overlooked just for myself. And I'm not gonna say that person's a bad person because that person never abused me. But I'm just talking about red flags and being single. I talked to Ashlyn, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, and I'm not in a hurry at all to be in a relationship with anyone. I'm not going to actually use an eyeshadow palette for, yes I am. I just told a story. Hold on. I'm looking for, Ashlyn put my products up on my, Ashlyn put my products up on my book stand back there. But I'm going to use this as a transition color. I don't feel the need to get in a relationship, especially now that Ashlyn is sick and I really need to wait until she's stabilized to be considering getting in anything. I don't even talk to people. I had a man the other day, no, it was yesterday, tried to holler at me at the grocery store. And I was like, no. I'm still trying to heal from the loss of a relationship. And I know people always say, you get out from one, leave one and get under another one. I don't want to do that. I feel like that's irresponsible. And if somebody does that to me, do I think that they were actually ever in love? Or if I did that, would I actually ever feel like I was in love if I just jumped from one person to another? I don't like that. I'm going to use the bronze dark palette from Juvia's Place just to deepen my crease. Y'all, if y'all hear that noise, that is Zoe in there tearing up the water, child. Just gulp in the water. But I felt really, really bad. I mean, we don't know. That's just one video we saw of Cassie going through it with Diddy. We don't know what all that girl done went through. We heard speculations. We've heard some things that have been leaked as far as her being passed around sexually and things like that. And I actually was hearing that people didn't believe that girl was going through stuff with him and thought she was lying and thought it was just about her getting money. I feel like that girl, Cassie, should have got paid for her pain. And $15 or $30 million, whichever price it was, I don't think that was enough for the abuse that she took. I honestly don't. Now, what's going to happen with old Diddy Bitty? First of all, can I just say, whenever someone is beating, if a man is beating on a woman, even if two women are fighting or two men are fighting, if you have to put your hands on people. And my dad always told me this: if you gotta put your hands on somebody, you don't need to be with them. But another thing I'm thinking about is what type of punk you gotta be to do that to a woman, especially if you're a man. I'm gonna be using the Black Radiance Brilliant Effects palette, and I'm just using that for under eye, but I'll pick that up in a few. I think I'm gonna just do my lashes real quick. Y'all, I gotta hurry up and do a lash haul from Shein because your girl is getting low on lashes. So I'll be right back after I put lashes on. All right, now it's time to put my primer on. So we got the lashes on. Now, oh, and so I'm trying to get back on the topic of what I was talking about. Being able to be alone and do self-care, self-love, healing. We need to be able to do that before bringing someone else into our lives, or bringing someone else into our trauma. Sorry, I had to take my hair tie off because I need to be able to get up here and put this, rub this in. But I'm trying to be more responsible. I will be 49 at the end of this year. No, in July. And I was talking to myself. When are you gonna be ready to date? I'm gonna be using this Fenty Eavesdrops Blurring Skin Tint. And this one is in the color 20. And I was asking myself, well, when are you gonna be ready to date? And I'm not sure of when I will be ready to date. I don't want to date and drag somebody in my mess. I want to be healed. Now, the last time I used this product, it looked darker. Now it's looking light. And remember, this is just a tint, so it's not going to give you a lot of coverage. Which I should have used something with a lot more coverage, but I want it to be a light coverage day. I want it to be a light coverage day. Because after I do this recording, I'm gonna go out and gig for a little while. Maybe a brush wasn't a good idea to use with this. It's not gonna be a lot of coverage, y'all. And maybe I should have used something more full coverage, but I ain't want to do that. Cause honey, it is, first of all, it's hot outside. We in Texas. I'm trying to get some coverage. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get some good coverage. Maybe I should have used a beauty blender or a sponge. But yeah, I was talking about shadow work on a video on a live with me and Ashlyn, and someone had asked me what was shadow work. I talked to my therapist, not my therapist, my psychiatrist Wednesday, and I explained to her about what happened at Ashlyn's doctor's office. We're moving to a different subject now. Explain to her what happened at Ashlyn's doctor's office at the eye clinic, at the eye doctor. And I was asking her, I don't think I'm passive aggressive, but I think in the past when something triggered me, I would take flight. It's either fight or flight, right? And I was telling my psychiatrist that I wanted to shove the eye equipment up the man's rear. I could see myself, I could see someone coming in the eye exam office and him with the equipment hanging out his rear. And I was like, is that good? Is that, that can't be good. Me feeling anger like that. I'm going to use the LA Pro Conceal, and this is in the color Truffle. I'm going to use it as a contour. If I can get it out the tube. Well, I must really have not used this in a while. It doesn't want to even come out, and I know what's getting ready to happen. You're going to try and pop out and squeeze everywhere, and I'm trying to keep that from happening. There it goes. Whew. Okay. And it kind of scared me that I was thinking like that, because I felt like I had regressed. And I was like, am I supposed to be thinking about doing people like that? Doing harm to people? Especially if I can see it. But I think I could see it because, needless to say, she told me I was okay. That I didn't need to be worried about it. But I was. I was worried about visualizing hurting someone, and I want to get a hold of that before I get in a relationship. I want to deal with my anger issues, especially if it comes down to my children. It's not an anger issue that I just have. It's when I feel like my child or children are in danger, which is, I think that's normal. The doctor said it was normal, and I'm like, okay, because I don't want my PTSD to have done something or gotten worse. Ooh, don't worry about it, y'all. We'll get it together. Now that was some contouring for your arms. Hold on. Don't get scared. Damn, Truffle is dark. I hadn't used it in a while. I put it up under my lip only to make the bottom lip fuller. You just gotta blend it out real good. Whoa. Now I really gotta be careful doing my nose contour. Let's see how we're gonna do this. I think I got another brush for that. Gotta concentrate. Just really gotta blend it. Really gotta blend this. I guess I forgot how deep and dark truffle is. Okay, next is the concealer. Don't get scared. Please don't get scared. You're dealing with a professional. A professional. Now we're gonna go back in with the Pro Conceal in Fawn and go up under the eyes. Ooh. I think I'm getting hungry. Truth is, I was hungry before it started. But I just drank a smoothie and I thought that that would hold me over. And I'm almost feeling like, nope. Didn't hold me over. I'm sorry I'm not talking, y'all. I gotta concentrate, okay? I'll turn on music at this point because I gotta work. going to do a blush. I think I'm gonna try, let me try the buttermilk blush. I think I tried it the last time and I liked it. Or do I wanna, decisions. No, let me go back in with the e.l.f. liquid blush. And this one, oh, I can see it today, Perfect Peach. Oh, these are so good. And take a dense blush brush and pounce. It's so freaking pretty. And you can take it up. Okay, now what's next? Let me make sure I got. What I'm trying to do is diffuse some of it. I think I put too much on. The last time, now let's go with the equalizer. She's gonna equalize it all out. I love this Sephora Micro Smooth powder. I told you. Now I'm gonna work on this. Oh. Do it thinner so I can get right in here where I need to blend out the nose contour. Okay, now we're going in the Black Radiance palette. And we're gonna wear this blue. Let me see, is it too? I'm gonna do it lightly. Maybe it won't be so stark when I put it on. You know what? And this is not to toot my own horn, but I don't know. These hands, honey, that God gave me to beat a face. And that's not me gloating, that's just me knowing my talent. Okay, hair, get out my way. Let me blend a little bit more here, because we want it all to go. Oh. Now, why did you try and short? Quit being lazy. Quit being lazy. Trying to do all that with that little brush. All right. Now, let's spray it down. Girl, I be taking a bath in it. All right. And lips. Do I even want to do all that? Yeah, you gotta do all that, girl. You gotta do it. Molasses from Sephora. What would I do without molasses? There's actually another one I've been eyeballing called Mesquite. I already had the this lip oil on by Elf. So that's all I'm gonna do. Stay tuned for the rest of the video for the clothing.